Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Rome 2 siege view today, and this is an excellent 3v3. We have Rome, Egypt, and we also have Galatia, some strong attacking forces attacking Pergamon, Nabatea, and Athens. So we've got three very good attacking forces facing three very good defending forces. So it'll be interesting to see who will win, whether it will be the attackers can overwhelm with their strength, or whether the defensive strength of the defenders will be enough to hold back this horde of attackers. There's not much else to say really, but I mean, it's an interesting alliance. I mean, Rome and Egypt obviously work together, and Galatia sort of is like a client state at points to Rome, so you could kind of see this being a interesting alliance. This is kind of like a Hellenic alliance, and then like Nabatea is just along for the ride. But yeah, if you are enjoying the content at the moment and would like to see more Rome 2 sieges on the channel, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. As we have some militia hoplites going onto the wall here to face some Galatian swords. Could be a fairly even match, I mean, if the militia hoplite get up in time. But I think the idea is for these hoplites to go onto the wall, and then we're going to have some archers that are going to kind of come up. You can see there's some coming up now, or no, some slingers possibly. And they're going to rain hell onto that wall as the militia hoplites hold them in place. So that could be the first bit of combat we see. And it looks like Rome's going to knock a big hole in the wall here. We've got two tortoises here, as we've got like Pergamon is just absolutely wrecking these Socio Histadi here. Look at these poor guys getting absolutely burned up. There's another good hit there. Oh my gosh, that one's like taking out at least like 6 or 7 good men. But yeah, they're going to open up a big breach here in the wall. So Pergamon's going to be throwing in some throw spears to be slowing them down. And yeah, you can see the Galatians actually aren't interested in fighting these militia. I think they probably have an idea what they're going to do. But I mean, there are actually some thorax coming up as well. They need to be careful here though, because they might kill their own men. Oh no, maybe not. They're going to actually just destroy this, which I don't think. Yeah, they're just destroying that which has a artillery piece on. So that's not really going to put a hole in the wall. Over on the other side, it looks like Galatia's taking a little bit more time to get ready. I mean, he's actually attacking a pretty hard spot because, I mean, they could really just stop Galatia in these choke points here and use the towers against him. But it looks like they're going to be defending the walls almost. But we'll come back to that in a moment because it does look like Egypt and Rome are going to be the first ones into combat. And yeah, there you go. So it looks like some militia and some Galatians already fighting it out on the walls. If you'd also like to get involved in some battles with myself or some other members of the channel, then do join the Discord. The link is down below in the description. This was sent in by a member of the Discord, and you can also send in your own replays to the Discord, so that which may then feature on the channel, which is always a plus for quite a few people. But yeah, so feel free to join as we see like some Galatians just cut down these militia hoplites. Clearly are no match for these angry Celts, and it looks like maybe more militia hoplites getting ready. A lot of militia hoplites stationed in this area. We have some more elite thorax hoplites as well, which well, we have actually still more militia to come get up there as well. These thorax swords, yeah, are winning decisively, no surprise. They're very heavy against normal. Actually, this did destroy, look at that. Destroying this bit of the wall did kill a load of these Galatians. What a waste. What a waste of a unit. And yeah, this unit's now down to 64 men. It was a full strength unit, and that had nothing to do with slingers, I don't think. Not one bit. The slingers are too busy shooting over here at these Galatian swords, who are actually losing decisively because of that slinger fire that you can see from here. Surprise slingers at this angle can really get a good kill. I mean, we can barely see what was going on ourselves. But you can see, going up there, that is what they're aiming at. And it does look like Rome has also put a hole in the wall. Though he can't put this other one. Yeah, it seems to be a problem. If you put them too close to each other, the other tortoise will bug out and it won't destroy it, basically. Yeah, these Socio Histadi have basically then been forced to retreat after they put a hole in the wall. They should have gone in, probably. Because it's like the whole element of surprise now is gone. And Rome is really like assaulting this one area. You don't know how he's going to get these siege towers onto the wall. Exactly. He's kind of should be attacking more around here, possibly, if he's going to do that. And Galatia is off the walls. He's made a hole in the wall. He's made a couple of holes in the wall by the looks of it. No, just the one. It looked like a large one, like what Rome failed to do, but it is just like it's on the corner, so it's extra large, I think. An extra large hole. But it does look like he's going to send up some Galatian swords, which should be able to overwhelm this levy, which is actually running off the walls. It's having no part in fighting these Galatian swords by the looks of it. I mean, the Galatian swords aren't going to let them all get away. There are going to be some corpses up here. It is always nice to come back to Rome 2. After doing quite a lot of 12-12 recently, it's always nice to come back to Rome 2 and see these classic units and these classic factions go toe-to-toe. Yeah, they're actually keeping a lot. I mean, there's quite a lot of Desert Levy up here, actually. Maybe they are sending another unit up. I mean, it's actually combat even. It's doing okay. They've got some archers over there. They could probably take out this Galatian sword unit. But there are... Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize. Nabatea has done a full-on sally. How did I not realize this? So, there's a lot of Desert Lancers, Camel Spearmen, all sorts, going absolutely, like, causing havoc in the back lines here. I do apologize that I missed this, but I mean, good God. I mean, I don't know how great that's going to do them. Maybe they're going for a general sniper or what, but or maybe taking out this artillery piece, which they have done. But there's a lot of cavalry that's going after. I mean, they need to go after these archers. These are some nasty archers, Syrian archers. But yeah, going after like legionnaires and stuff is not going to get you many kills. But yeah, they are trying to go after these archers or these heavy lancers. Nabatea has put a lot of money into this cavalry, some elite cavalry. And yeah, I mean, these archers might be in trouble. I mean, they're desperately trying to get some Galatian swords over here. But I mean, yeah, now would be the time to counter as well on the front here. Destroy Galatia's assault while he's busy trying to micro your cavalry against the cavalry. But yeah, these are... I mean, this cavalry's already pretty badly bashed up, so I don't know if they're going to get many more kills. And they're getting chased constantly by infantry and the general. Yeah, they're going to try and still get these couple of last units. I mean, they've done a good job of causing havoc, but getting many kills, I'm not sure. I mean, we'll see at the end how like worthwhile it was, but I don't really think it was. I think they needed to wait a little longer. Yeah, and you can see like all these units being held up in like a dying. That's a real shame. It was kind of like a really cool charge that was going to like do a lot of damage, but it didn't seem to do anything. I mean, there's some more cavalry around here waiting. But PopeJohn, he's waiting for the right chance to strike Egypt, which certainly isn't now. But I mean, Egypt's only sending up like 3 units. The rest of his army's still back here. So I mean, just target those 3 units, take them out, and then just see if he's going to send any more up today. If you're sending it bit by bit like this, they'll have no problem. I mean, these thorax are having a rough time fighting these militia hoplites up here, actually. It's the 2 light blue factions facing off against each other. I mean, they're still killing quite a lot, I will admit. But I mean, there is like a whole nother unit now up here. And these slingers, I'm sure, are like wiping them out. I mean, they're about half strength now. Yeah, Galatia is still waiting on the moment to a strike. I mean, it looks like they're quite happy to just stand here and just wait. What have they got here? What's this? Galatian swords again. And here he comes. I think this Galatia's going to finally strike Nabatea now. On the ground is the final ground assault has started. And these are desert hoplites, I'm pretty sure. So I mean, they should do okay. Yeah, desert hoplites, they should be okay. They're not amazing, but and it looks like he's having to shift this other one across because there was a gap in between. But yeah, so these Galatian swords are gonna be the tester basically. They're gonna test the water, see how strong the defense is before the Galatian legionnaires come in. Yeah, they should hold for a while. I mean, I say that, they're losing decisively, actually. They're both losing decisively already. Maybe they won't hold for a while. These Galatian swords are pretty nasty, it would seem. I mean, Galatia's a nasty faction, just generally. And, I mean, this is very nice. He's got a unit of Galatian swords. I mean, it's losing, but he's got another unit on the wall here, just jabbing down. These guys are just jabbing down into the, like, the exposed Nabatean, like, well, just anywhere, like head, chest, anything. I mean, you can see all the javies that are like stuck in the shields currently. These axe warriors, they're not going to hold, it seems. Even though the Galatian sword unit's getting pretty beaten up, so are the axe warriors for Nabatea. Going to need some Rakim Palace guards soon, I think, to come and hold the line. Or some pikes. Pikes against Galatia would not be a bad idea, but it's cavalry. Such a huge loss. It's just like all gone. It's all evaporated already. I think it was a little early. I don't think Galatia had really committed or shown all his cards yet. Like his legionnaires. I mean, he's not even destroyed this ballista. Like, they're actually still manning all 4. Like, they just have enough crew for all 4. So, that was just such a waste of cavalry in the end. Real shame, but look at that. I mean, look how much Nabatea is now having to be committed just to stop 4 units of Galatian legionnaires. Well, not just legionnaires, but just everything. I mean, there are legionnaires now in here. This one's losing decisively. But yeah, I mean, it looks like Nabatea is just about holding on by the skin of his teeth. Rome is yet to even assault. He's still sort of scared about these 2 Socii Hastati. He's destroyed all of the towers over here. They've like been very thorough in their destruction, which I mean is a kind of a waste of ammo doing that, but I mean fair enough. Some people have their tactics, and it looks like Rome and don't tell me Rome and Egypt's just going to send everything through this choke point. If they do that, it's going to be a massacre for, well, could be for either side to be honest, but it looks like Athens has really stopped that first assault from Egypt. He's got another unit of Galatian swords ready to go up, but they're biding their time. And it looks like we've got veteran legionnaires also going to go and support this Socii Hastati. But yeah, he's got like all of these towers here. I mean, there's no need for them here. I mean, I guess the tactic he's thinking of is using the Scorpion crews on top. They can like rack up some kills. I mean, if you just snipe off some of the unit guys down here, but not many. You'd have to get a lot closer as well than this. You have to get almost like to probably about to there, to where the infantry is now. But yeah, here we go. Looks like we're going to have the first wave of legionnaires coming in as they come over the rubble. And they're floating at the moment. Just ignore that. They're sort of gods, but they're not. And yeah, in they go. And they're going to face some Thoros spears. They should beat these guys. But I mean, they're getting jabbed in the back. What are they being jabbed by? Oh, probably by these thorax swords that are there. That's a nasty angle. That's really well done there by the defenders. Just jabbing these guys in the back. I mean, use every jabby possible. I mean, you could actually get units around here, flank Rome if you wanted to. Or get onto the wall and get up here, because they can't now actually attack you from it. Actually, that's a really good spot, yeah. The defender should really get a unit up, get up onto the wall over here. Walk along this wall and then just set a unit here. Probably archers is probably the best because of the most ammo. And just fire into the back. The crenellations of the wall should probably protect you from any archers. So that's a really good spot, and you get to rack up a lot of kills. Force Rome to probably like really think his assault here. But yeah, he's setting in a lot of troops now. Let's get rid of the foliage for a bit so we can have a look and see what's going on. Looks really weird without it. Oh my gosh, look at all the jabbies. They're just getting stuck in the tree there. It's insane. Such a waste. Yeah, these Thoros spears are probably going to get overwhelmed in time. They might not get beaten in this first wave because of all the Javi support, but they're going to get beaten by the second for sure. It will certainly be interesting to see whether the Athenians can hold it. Certainly, they need, like, Egypt needs to attack now. He needs to attack because I mean, Pergamon seems like he's being a lot more of a support force at the moment. He's barely committing anything. He's just got like all of his Thoros spears back there, just jabbing the Romans. He's basically playing support for both Nabatea and for Athens. So I mean, definitely a great idea right now to. Oh my god! Oh, I didn't even see this. Okay, so they have gone for a charge. The Pergamon cavalry, citizen cavalry here has gone for a charge onto the auxiliary archers. They've done a lot more of a nasty job than the Nabateans. They've already routed quite a lot of these archers. They could also shoot this general and rout this guy, definitely. I mean, there was also here Galatian swords. But yeah, they have Cretan archers like just over the other side of this wall. They could just shoot this general to death. He's already lost one man in the unit. Just soak up the fire. Get that, get the citizen cav out there. That'd be a good idea. I think the light cavalry's dead. Light cavalry doesn't last very long, but it's very quick. But yeah, see if the citizen cavalry's not getting absolutely peppered. Wow, look at that! Just all these mercenary Cretan archers here just peppered that cavalry to pieces. But it's a shame that that general actually did lose about 10 guys in it. I mean, he's gonna get friendly fire if they keep firing like that. But yeah, if they can just kill this Roman general, that's a huge win, because that's a head off the snake almost. Yeah, you can see here the the veteran legionnaires lost here, and now they're just looking at some Socii Hastati. I'd just charge that lot. They've got so many more veteran legionnaires though. Look at all of these legionnaires. That's insane. It's just a sea of red. Glorious, glorious. I do love the Romans. They are a gorgeous faction. But yeah, it looks like Nabatea's done a force out. He's trying... Oh, with Pergamon. Wow. No, yeah, with Pergamon. And it looks like they're going to force back Galatia already. Wow. They're doing a really good job. What happened to Galatia? He just was so aggressive all of a sudden. He had so many more reserves, I thought, and he's already gone. I go over there for 5 minutes, Galatia, and you've somehow messed it up. But yeah, so it looks like Nabatea is going to win this fight here. It's a strong faction, is Nabatea, so I mean, I'm no surprise there. But I mean, Nabatea is nearly dead himself. He's almost finished. It's like just his Rakim Palace Guard that are, like, survived. He's got more Rakim Palace Guard here, and look at that chain route. I think the generals died for Galatia. It's a shame. But yeah, Galatia's already finished. Wow. And you're going to see like a small unit, or not even small, like Nabatea and Axe Warriors here. They're going to just surround these legionnaires, and that's going to be it. That's going to be a finish job here for Nabatea. He's already been pretty damn efficient and just executed Galatia, basically. I mean, they've got one unit over here, a 97 unit of Galatian swords, but that's not going to change the battle at this moment, I don't think. And yeah, you can see Nabatea's already sending stuff over here. So Rome and Egypt are basically trying to force their way through this single choke point at this moment. I mean, they're going up onto the walls as well. I mean, hope is not lost. It's still very balanced. Rome is a strong faction. Probably could take on a lot of these units on his own with all of these veteran legionnaires that he's got. He's not got any Praetorians. And he's still got artillery. Did Egypt bring pikes? I don't think he did. But he's got a lot of Galatian Royal Guard. Again, a solid unit. And they've got some good archers. If they can hold the wall, get their archers onto the wall, they could do a lot of damage again. But yeah, a lot of Romans still breaking. A lot of Romans breaking. This could be a brutal grind now. Yeah, these Romans are covered in blood. They've either killed a lot of men or they've witnessed a lot of men die and they got covered in that blood. Yeah, look, I mean, these guys are getting a bit aggressive. They're getting a bit ahead of themselves. I mean, they got both their kills. That's impressive. They're now both going to die, probably. But hey. Yeah. They're just dying in there. These thorax swords, they were too aggressive. Yep, he died. You fool! You shouldn't have died. You shouldn't have gone and done that. But maybe with their heroics, they've now caused that unit to break and rout. I mean, if that's the case, then they will go to a good place in Elysium. But I mean, the sallies didn't work for Nabatea, but he seems to have like been able to just grind his way to some sort of a victory on his side. He's now got, I mean, he's got slingers over here. He's got Rakim Palace Guard, which will be useful. But that's kind of about it. Just trying to see what I keep wanting to call Athens Egypt for some reason. It's because they're light blue. He's not got anything amazing. His Thorax Hoplite seemed like his best unit. Interesting to see what he can do. But I mean, they're sending slingers all the way around there and Cretan archers. You should send them up over there, like I said. We could put them on the walls and they could focus down these Romans. Could do a lot of damage. As they carry on the fight over here, really. This certainly benefits the Romans. I mean, short swords, close combat. You'd expect the Romans to win this, but I mean, with the sheer amount of jabbies coming, there's still jabbies and slingers I can see like now firing. They're having a lot of, not having a lot of luck, and they're sort of like, look at this, there's a big blob of legionnaires here, but they kind of have to. They're fighting on two fronts. There's a unit here and a unit there. They could get flanked otherwise. But that's the issue that like Rome's had. He's like only gone through one choke point. Never just go through one choke point. You will get focused down like this. You'll just like Egypt's not Egypt, Athens. Jeez, Athens and Pergamon are just able to just form up a line here, and then they just get their archers and slingers, and they'll just execute you. And it's a brutal but slow way of dying. You're just going to send your army in a couple of units at a time, and they'll throw more firepower and more men into this choke point than you could possibly, and that you'll get killed off. I mean, Athens is running out of units, but I mean Rome seems to be running out of units a lot quicker than Athens is. Egypt needs to really start thinking about opening up another avenue, maybe some more siege towers onto the wall. I mean, they're not defending this now. There's hardly anything here. Militia hoplites, get that unit broken. You could get off the walls. Obviously Pergamon might send stuff over there, but again, these are only Thoros spears. A lot of this is Thoros spears. You've got Galatian Royal Guard. You've got Thorax hoplites. Not Thorax hoplites, Thorax swords. You could break those. Need to just do something else. You can't just go and stand and look at this choke point, sadly, and just hope that eventually they're all going to disappear and die. I mean, they might, but at what cost? They may eventually just think, oh, we'll give up. We've done enough damage at this choke point. We'll fall back to an even nastier choke point. I'll tell you one thing. This is going to be a pretty damn nasty nasty grind. It's just glorious just to watch the battle, not even like saying anything, just watch like the individual duels root for either side. I don't know who I'm rooting for. I'm kind of rooting for Rome and Egypt because they're having such a tough time. And they're kind of the underdogs in my opinion, I think. Even though it's Rome, I think they've got a really tough time here to try and break through this. Oh, it looks like that's a big win. I mean, look at that. Egypt's now actually routing some of Nabate's units. That's a good sign. I don't know how much ammo they still had left. I mean, there's slingers. You definitely want to be going for more like the Cretan archers here of Athens. That's a bigger target. They're more elite, more valuable. I mean, these slingers are obviously going to be easy to rout because they're probably like, yeah, they're not got any armor. They're just in cloth, but they could do with going after some more elite stuff. Even going after like art, for spear units. You could shoot these guys in the back. These militia hoplites, these thorax hoplites. Just shoot them in the back as they're in combat. Because that's what these Thoros spears are doing here. They're jabbing into the back of these units. So these veteran legionnaires come in here. They never have a chance of winning this fight because they're getting jabbed in the back constantly. So they're, yeah, and there you go. Another unit's broken. And I'm pretty sure these militia hoplites and this thorax sword's been here forever. They've faced wave after wave. And look at that. Rome has one unit in reserve. One unit. Now Pergamon is in the front lines. He's having to send his troops over, which is a good sign, I guess, for the attackers, but he has plenty of reserves. And I mean, the Roman generals just going backwards and forwards, just trying to rally troops. I presume he's like, come on men, we can break through this choke point eventually. They're almost out of men, but then they're not, I wouldn't say. Not just yet, Roman legatus. They've still got Gemma spears. I mean, these guys are pretty beaten up, but still got Gemma spears. They've got levy pikes. Oh no, they have pikes. That's not a good sign for the attackers, because I don't think they brought a single pike unit. I mean, they still got their artillery. They could definitely start firing this into some blobs, like here, for instance. There's some big blobs being formed up here. But look at that. That is like, you can see the arrows raining down, and they're trying to hit some of these units, but I don't know if they are. But I mean, they have got a gap here. They could definitely... Oh no, it's been closed off by Galatian swords. Look at all the arrows just trying to focus down on these guys. They've just kind of all missed, or most of them missed. This has been a constant struggle here. And the Romans are pushing them back. I mean, these Galatian swords aren't as good as the Legionnaires. This is definitely going to be a good way through. And you can see Athens is now having to send up some thrower spears. He realizes what's going on. Rome might be starting to get some sort of headway. Egypt really needs to support him. His ally is just sort of... I don't know if he's AFK or what, but he's just not doing anything. He's like had these Galatian swords at the bottom of this like tower for ages as well, just waiting to do something. Even Athens has got to the point of just sending his general like out because he's looking for a chance to get in. And Egypt's only he's responding to that. He's put a line of Kharani axemen here, which is all well and good, but I mean, you need to be sending them inside. Just get your units inside the walls and you'll have a chance. Oh, Rome's broken through. Rome has broken through. Finally, okay, he may have a chance here. And some axemen are now having to go into combat. But I mean, they could always flank that Roman unit if they could just send up more units. Oh no, that's a full retreat. Rome breaking through there. That's apparently a full retreat. That's the sign. But I mean, definitely, I think Nabatea's here got the right idea. He could really block this area off. All they have to do is stick a unit here and a unit like there, and they could have supported that. They're going to try and do it. They're going to try and surround. Got a good volley, but I mean, they're going to get countercharged for these other veteran legionnaires, and I think that's it. They're going to run. Yeah, they've got a volley from the veteran legionnaires, and they're going to do a runner. Whether they'll make it, they're exhausted, and the legionnaires are fresh. They might have to sacrifice themselves. Yeah, they're going to get caught, I think. But there you go. Egypt's now finally going in. He's let Rome do all the hard work. And he's going to now try and take on... Well, it's a good 3 armies left. I mean, they're all obviously... It's probably like makes up about 2 armies. Balance power is still... I'd say it's maybe slightly in favor of the attackers now. But I'd say the defenders have got this. Well, not got it, but they've got a good chance. This is their final cap point here. They've certainly got a good chance. The sending in slingers just... Oh no. The sending slingers back. Are they going to try and slow these guys down? I don't know. But those axe warriors actually did get out of there. Well done to them. And there you go. It looks like Egypt and Rome are now well and truly inside. I mean, look at... I mean, so many men died for this choke point. Was it worth it for Rome? I don't know. He's basically lost his entire army fighting here. Don't think he's got a single fresh legionary unit left. But look at the amount of bodies. Jeez. That is... I do love the Rome 2 like dead piles that you get. But it does look a bit harrowing sometimes. I know they're obviously not real people, but this would have happened in history, and like just fighting over one choke point. And yeah, that's harrowing in a way. There's Roman Ballista though, that could be huge for the attackers. They could take it slow now and they could just start firing down on anything in this area. So I mean, really the defenders need to sacrifice like a general, like Athens' general needs to kind of go in with his Hippias Lancers. Maybe go for a kill. There's a unit out here. This is Galatia's still out there. He's still got a unit there. Don't know if he must be AFK or something to not like realize that. But yeah, the Hippias Lancer general, he's still here. If he stays here, you could always go down the street and try and flank and go for a quick snipe on the ballista wherever it is. There it is. There he is. But I might do a quick cut quickly so you guys don't have to just see the next build up, because I don't know how long it's going to be. I expect a few minutes for like Egypt and Rome to get ready and set up, so they know where they're going to assault. So I'll see you guys in a moment for the next bit of the assault on this city. So it looks like the final assault is about to begin. It looks like Rome is going to take on this area here with Pergamon, and it looks like Egypt is going to be going around here and also facing Pergamon. But yeah, Rome's going to try and take this little complex, it looks like, and he's got some legionnaires coming up to face some Gemma spears. And this could be a very interesting fight. And there you go, some legionnaires facing down Gemma spears, and there's some Galatian swords in there as well. But these are some pretty battered units against some pretty fresh legionnaires. They're not fully fresh, but they've still got a fair amount of numbers. And I mean, that one's losing, actually, in fairness. It looks like Egypt's already setting up Karani and Axeman. He's not happy with how it's going. I mean, these slingers here are going to have some nice shots. Actually, just... Oh, my gosh. Egypt is piling everything in there. He changed his mind and went... At least you're going to try and pile everything into this one spot. Please tell me they're not going to do that. These attackers have been a bit dubious. I'll give them that. I don't know if they're newer players or something. But, yeah, you do not want to pile all these troops in here as Egypt. Let's just get rid of the foliage again, so we can have a good, nice up. Yeah, Egypt looks like he's piling everything in. This is a beautiful target for archers or for javies. And you can see there, look up, you can see this Galatian swords now getting onto the wall for Pergamon. He's going to start firing down with his javies. I mean, the response is that they're going to try and shoot them with the auxiliary Syrians. Not a bad idea, but you might want to save that ammo for like the likes of the pikes, wherever they are. They must be dotted around there somewhere. Levy pikemen are getting sent to this front here by the looks of it. We've got Thor spears going in this direction. They look like they're just going to move everything away from here because they realise that Egypt and Rome aren't interested in that area. It looks like Egypt and Rome are just going to try and punch everything up there. Oh, that's going to be a bad idea. And yeah, you can see here that you've got the Hippias Lancers and the Pergamon Noble Carry waiting, looking for a good shot with this Roman Ballista. I don't know if it's going to try and put another hole in the wall here. I have no idea. But yeah, these slingers here are just going to just shoot to pieces these thorax swords. They're just waiting to be given an order. Egypt needs to attack somewhere else. Let Rome deal with this. Let Rome deal with the Rakim Palace Guard and the Thor spears, and you've got to spread them out. You've got to spread out your attack, because then the defenders have to spread their resources, and defenders usually have less resources than the attackers, so you'll eventually find a way through. And there he goes, and some Karani and Axemen are going in now. They look absolutely shattered. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely going into the defenders' hands. They would love this opportunity. Just get archers up onto the wall, shoot them to pieces as they come into this choke point here. Works perfectly in their favour. I don't know if these archers up here are out of ammo, which they might be. The slingers, in fact, might be I think they might be out of ammo because they have their swords out, which is always a good sign to show that they units out of ammo. I think they're trying to shoot the Legatus. That's very cheeky. Oh no, they're shooting the auxiliary Syrians behind. I mean, there's still like mercenary Cretan archers here that they might want to take out, and Rhodian slingers, some good units. And there you go, Galatia did actually bring in his unit. I didn't even realise. It's such a small unit though that it just doesn't even matter. Didn't even know how he's got this in. How has he got this in? Oh, through one of the towers, obviously. So yeah, he tried to sneak it back in. At least that's kind of smart by Glacier. He tried to go like while they were all committed. He could have waited even longer. But yeah, it's fully routed now, and Glacier's out of the game. I completely forgot Glacier was in this. He went out so quickly. It sounds awful, but he was just wiped off the face of the earth by the defenders. We've got some, looks like some Thoros spears coming up here, and they're going to start jabbing down here. Not a bad idea. It's a great unit to bring, and I mean, and certainly lower funds. Not a bad unit to spam out, and we have got pikes in here now. There are pikes now come in, and they'll force back these legionnaires and Karani Axemen. And the archers are also firing heavily into here. That's why they got lots of Thoros spears in here, just to use their shields to protect protect the pikes. That was a tongue twister, apparently. Yeah, they are forcing these guys back out of the choke point. They need to be careful they don't go too far. Don't want to overextend. Are both the pikes in here? No, just the one. Don't know where the other one's gone and got itself lost. I swear there was two. Or is that him there? It is. Okay, the other one's very much in reserve. And looks like they've angered the Egyptians. They're finally going to try and chase these slingers down. I just assault this. These are Galatian Royal Guard. You're facing Gemma spears and Thoros spears. You've got a good chance. I mean, I can see what they're going to do. They're waiting to, like, charge up here and they're going to shoot inside with the slingers. But just chase the slingers down. It's worth it. But I think the defenders have got the attackers in a good spot here. I mean, the attackers went and positioned themselves over here. They hold themselves up, really. And it looks like the artillery's firing. Oh, it's getting some good shots into there in Fez. It's got right up close, like Medieval 2 style, and it is focusing down the pikes and everything, and they're really trying to shoot it themselves. But I mean, yeah, you can see the Rakim Palace Guard is pushing for the ballista. And it's just firing at point blank at these pikes. That might change the battle. You can see more thorax swords coming up by the looks of it. Oh, that was not a bad hit. Oh no, it's thorax spears, sorry, not thorax. Yeah, they're actually hitting, like, I mean, they're burning them though. They are slowly burning these guys. And how much of the crew's, I mean, all the crew's alive. That's a shame. But yeah, I mean, it's really close. I mean, the balance power now, I'd say, was ever so slightly shifted in favor of the defenders. All it needs, though, is a general to be killed. I mean, oh, look at this. Look at this. It looks like Athens might give Rome that chance. He's gone in. He's actually has, like, gone in wedge formation. He's broken through this veteran legionnaire. Absolutely smashed it to pieces. And he could just, I think he could, yeah, he's pulled through, which is, it's kind of a bit dubious. I mean, actually, he's trying to pull out, but yeah, the unit reformed and kind of, I guess it reformed in its wedge formation, but he's going to lose a few men from pulling out of that. And it looks like Pergamon's going to come around and do the same thing. They have nothing to stop this, really. Now would be the time to push up here with Egypt. He's got to go somewhere else. They can't just throw everything in here. Even if it looks appetizing, it's not a good idea. They have plenty more units to the defenders that they could just send in here. Slow them down, and the towers are going to just slowly chip away at the attackers' forces. I don't know how much ammo left the ballistas have, but they need enough to rout another unit of levy pikes. And Pergamon sending his general, and it looks like Rome sending his, it's a risk. Rome is sending his general in, and that's a good charge there by Athens. And it looks like he might carry on into the Roman general a bit. But this Legatus has got no chance against these Pergamon noble cavalry or the Hippias lancers. Both are very, very heavy shock. And I think that's actually the general who's gone. I think he has actually broken. Yeah, Rome's general is broken, probably dead as well. No, not dead, just broken. And that's Egypt's general right in the corner, Cranian Axeman unit. That's a good unit as well to just charge down with cavalry. It's a weak unit. It's one of the cheapest generals you can bring as Egypt. Probably as any faction, in fact. And, oh, Pergamon's not going to do it. He's, looks like he's probably going to go up onto the slope and probably just chain route all of this. I mean, it's already chain routing. So, yeah, that's not a good sign for the attackers. That's probably their last chance. They really needed to just assault here. They had a good chance. They didn't want to seem, Egypt and Rome didn't seem to want to do anything like separately. They wanted to do everything together. And there you go. Egypt's generals routing, losing decisively. And that's going to cause a chain rout for Egypt as well. And you can see, yeah, these Galatian Royal Guard, I don't know how many of them have just died from just, yeah, loads of them have just been died from being shot here. They just needed to go in. Eventually, after a certain amount of losses have been like taken, you just send the unit in, otherwise it's going to not get any kills. So yeah, this is a real shame just to watch these Galatian Royal Guard just trudge up, but they'll probably just like one charge from the cavalry and they're probably going to rout. But I mean, well done by the defenders. They've done a really good job, and they have like three, you'd say, weaker factions have stopped three really strong factions. I mean, Glacier obviously is kind of on that like cusp, but look at these men, they're just dropping. And yeah, the Galatian Royal Guard are going to get in. But yeah, Glacia's kind of on the cusp. I think it can be really strong. Certainly when you bring a load of Legionnaires, it's really, really good. I mean, it also depends on the player. But I think they're strong anyway. And certainly, I'd say Athens is a fairly strong faction. But the other two you could say are not. And they've overwhelmed and overcame 3 really good factions. So there you go, a costly victory for Nabatea and their allies. And we'll have a look at the end results. This was sent in by Anzac. So we'll have a look at his results first. He was playing as Nabatea. He got 139 kills with his Rakim Palace Guard. 148 with that one, actually. His Axe Warrior is getting 157 kills. His Nabatean Sword is getting 116, which is pretty solid. His Cavalry, 1 got into the hundreds, or 2 got into the hundreds. His Heavy Lancers, this one nearly got there as well. His Heavy Lancers did pretty well, but his Camel Spears did not. His Hoplites not doing great, only getting 67 kills. And he had a Pike Unit, I didn't even see it. Must have got like mints because he only got 24 kills. So that's kind of a shame. Then we got, oh, I know this guy is G-Meme, so I mean, this is he played as Athens. He did a really good job as well. 94 kills with his Hippias Lancers. His Cretan Archers getting 113. His Slingers getting 168. Really good kills there. His Militia Hoplites, one of them actually getting 113 kills. But they just were really good at holding up the enemy to allow these missile units to do really well. His Thorax Hoplites getting 339 kills. That's excellent. And his Thorax Swords getting 114. And his Thorax Spears getting 126. So well done to him. Then we have Chef, who played as Glacier. Had a really rough time, but he actually got more kills than Egypt, who lasted longer. So I mean, Galatia getting 180 kills with his Noble Horse. His Ballista getting 163 kills. His Assyrian Archers getting 137. His Legionnaires getting 164, which is pretty solid for them. You expect them to get into like the 200s almost. And he spammed out Galatian Swords. If he could have brought more Legionnaires, he might have been better off. But his Swords getting 176, I think the best one out of them. Then we have Oryx 34, who's playing as Egypt. His Cretan Archers did okay, 141. You can expect them to possibly get better kills. I mean, there's definitely some good options for them to get even better kills. His Galatian Royal Guard, that is just shocking, 16 and 8. Send those guys in, you might as well have at the end there. It's a real shame. His Galatian Swords getting nothing impressive. I think the best one getting 98. His Cryonian Axeman, 72, and his Thorax Swords getting 155 one. But these two here fresh at the end. Should have just sent the stuff in instead of just having reserves. Just send it in. Try and strain the defenders. Then we have President Zuk Mayov, who's playing as Rome. His Ballista getting 303 kills, which is really good. So that's well done to him for using it at the end there. Really close quarters. He got some good kills. His Syrian Archers getting 98. His Veteran Legionnaires, which he spammed out, so many of them dying in that choke point, getting 187, I think the best one is, and one getting 186, 174, 73, yeah, nothing like, they're pretty solid, but nothing like insane. So I mean, well done to him. He certainly led the attackers through the breach and did most of the hard work, I'd have said. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed this Rome 2 siege battle, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and leave a comment to show your support. And thank you again for Anzac for sending this in. And until next time, Legionnaires,